Alright guys, lately some of you may have seen some listings on the market being sold as is. This has become more and more common in the past few years since inventory has gone down so much, causing there to be more competition on each listing. So what does sold as is mean, and what should you know about submitting an as is offer on a home? Let's get into it. Bottom line, when a seller lists their home for sale as is, it means that they're not interested in doing any repairs or giving out any credits for those repairs on the home before closing. It also means that there are no guarantees from the seller that everything in the home is in perfect condition. Now, this does not mean that the sellers don't have to meet federal or state disclosure standards, which include telling you about any hazardous conditions or safety concerns regarding the home, such as lead paint, or any latent defects, which are defects with the home that the sellers are aware of that are not readily apparent to the naked eye. An as-is listing does not necessarily mean that the home is in poor condition or needs to be repaired in some major way. Many times it's actually the opposite, and I've seen many as-is homes sold in this market that are in excellent condition. There are many reasons why a seller might list a home as is, even with minor or no issues at all. The seller might be in debt and not have money to pay for expensive home renovations, or their timeline might require them to move sooner rather than later, and they can't physically manage any projects that may drag out over time. It could also mean that their home is in great condition and they're aware that there is a lot of competition for homes in today's markets. They're not interested in being nickeled and dimed for credits for small repairs that the buyer can fix themselves at closing. Now, I'm also going to flip the script here, because while as-is homes aren't always in disrepair, most homes that are unlivable do sell as is. Most types of financing require that the property meets certain livability standards known as MPRs, or minimum property requirements. So depending on your loan type, whether it's conventional, FHA, or VA, you will have different levels of minimum property requirements that the home must meet in order for that home to qualify for that type of financing. So just because a house isn't listed as is doesn't mean that a seller can't accept an as-is offer for their home. As a buyer in today's market, an as-is offer could be a good way to have your offer stand out from the competition. For the buyer, when you submit an as-is offer, there are a few differences to a normal conventional offer that you should be aware of. For one, you're submitting an offer on the home in the condition that you see it in before submitting that offer. So you understand that the offer that you're submitting tells the sellers that you're not interested in asking for any repairs or credits to the home. Also, you can still get an inspection done on a home when submitting an as-is offer. I get this a lot where buyers think that they can't get an inspection done, and that's simply not the case. You can still get an inspection done on the home, but any inspection performed is essentially done for the buyer's knowledge only. Another difference is that the attorney review period for an accepted as-is offer is 5 business days compared to 10 business days for a conventional offer. So a buyer has less time to get any inspections done and perform any due diligence on that property. Any experienced realtor can schedule any inspection within this time frame, so it's not necessarily a problem, but it is something to be aware of. Bottom line, guys, if you think an as-is listing or submitting an as-is offer on a home is right for you, knowledge is power. Speak with an experienced broker to understand the implications of listing your home as is, and take the time to get an inspection done on the home you're considering buying to understand the condition of the home before you decide to move forward with closing. All right, I hope this was helpful to you when navigating the current market. As always, when you're ready, give me a call and I'll be happy to help. Have a good day.